You in heaven.
Oh God.
What's going on, everybody?
Happy Sunday.
Happy
Sunday
Sunday.
Sunday. So I'm so disappointed in our audience. You guys did not send in any songs for us to sing, so we're not singing. Try again next week. What's up, DJ? What's up, Special 77?
Hey guys.
DJ is not driving right now. Okay.
Okay.
All right, we stationary today. All right. It is hot.
Is it hot there?
It is hot.
How hot is hot?
I got the fan in the window with the window up.
Ooh.
Like, it ain't even one of those. It ain't even one of those box fans. It's the rotating fan, and I got the whole window up. Like,
Yeah,
put it in the middle.
You got the standing fan, the one that just be going.
Yeah.
I ain't never had fun on a date. What? Listen, Jack.
Yeah.
Jack, what kind of dates you go on?
I know. We're gonna have
Put it in
to
the
give him
comments.
some ideas.
Mhm.
Listen, there's a lot of different things you can do as far as fun. Like, go to Dave and Buster's. Y'all got Dave and Buster's up there, right?
Yeah.
Ah,
Pull it up.
it's 70s in Connecticut.
Yes, it is.
It
Nice
was so
breeze.
nice today.
I'm mad. Ah, Jack. Okay, so Jack says, I never had a real relationship. I don't think it's up to me whether or not someone wants me.
Jack,
mean
you're
you
on the
never-
right podcast.
Listen.
What do you mean you never had a real relationship?
Okay, so Jack says, I'm 34. I've tried a few times, but nothing worked. Jack, I feel like we need to have you up here. Let me see if
I
we can.
know.
I'm going to send you the link. I'm going to put the link in here.
Come on up and get some live advice, my brother.
Yeah. Because I feel like that could actually have a lot to do with today's topic, which is childhood wounds, how your past is still dating for you.
Mm-hmm.
Come on up, Jack. All right, so Jack says, I have a question, or even a don't judge me. Jack, you a fan favorite already. Talking about a don't judge me.
That's DJ. That's DJ.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, DJ. I love you too, though. DJ says, have you ever wanted something to eat so bad that you buy everything to make it, and once it's done, you don't want it anymore?
Yeah. All the
100%.
time.
Oh my gosh. No, Jack, you don't have to show your face. You can turn your camera off.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even have to turn it on, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Like, I think the anticipation of wanting it overrules actually eating it once you have it, especially if you got to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever notice when you start making something, you done taste tested it so much you don't got a full meal out of it?
I can see that, especially chicken wings.
Listen, the wings, too, every time you drop a fresh batch and it's done, you know you got to try a piece or two.
Nice and hot.
fresh out the grease or fresh out the air fryer.
Okay, wait a minute.
What's up?
Which one is better? Air fryer wings or grease fried wings?
Grease fried wings all day. Air fried wings is when you're hungry and you don't want to wait 30, 40 minutes to cook them in the grease.
Yeah, or let them thaw out. Or just the whole process of waiting for it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the house just be smelling like grease. I try to avoid. I hate that. My hair smells like it. Your clothes definitely going to be
smelling like chicken.
Yeah.
Stereotype.
You ever had a fish fry and then the whole crib smell like scallops?
Oh God.
Listen,
hey.
I don't know if it's me, but I feel like air fryer food period gives you gas. I feel real gassy when I have air fryer wings.
I mean, that extra air that's frying it. That's why.
In 10 years, it's about to be like, did you own an air fryer? Do you have a residual limb? Like, we're going to be just, because who knows how that's cooking.
Right.
Yeah, you might be entitled to compensation.
Yeah. Exposure to radiation.
Yeah. Honestly,
which one had the radiation, the wings or the air fryer?
Exactly. Both. Maybe both of them cancel each other out.
Straight
Please help
science.
us.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so yeah, we're talking about wings and the question was which wings taste better? Air fryer wings or hot grease wings? Listen, I don't know about y'all, but my grandmother used to make the best wings and she would use that Crisco lard and one of those
That's
cast
it.
iron. Not me trying to go get me one of those cast iron pans and some Crisco thinking it's gonna taste like. I know it takes years to
Oh,
get those pans
grandma.
seasoned.
Yep.
Yeah.
All that flavor blaked into the pan.
I remember when I first got one, I got it from the thrift store. I got it from Goodwill. And I was like, oh, this is so dirty. I was trying to scrape it off. I was Googling
That's
how to
that.
clean it.
That's that grown body working that child trying to not knowing what to do. Let me try to scrape this
All I
off.
knew was it was dirty.
Oh God.
Oh
Need
my
that
god.
rust on there.
Right?
That's where all the seasoning is.
Mm-mm.
Where all the
I'm
seasoning
sorry.
is.
I'm judging you if you are making wings inside one of those cast iron pans that got rust in it. Come on now. That's a whole different class action lawsuit.
Yep. Are you entitled to compensation? That's one of them cases.
I'm done. All right. So
Wait, hold on. Wait. Side note. You
yeah.
ever had fried wings in the grease and then you bring them home and then you heat them up in the air fryer? Now you got refried wings?
Ooh.
Yeah, those taste better than trying to put it in the microwave because then they be all soggy.
Yep. Crispy.
Mm. Have you ever made like a dessert, like a cake or something in the air fryer?
Nah, I ain't get that deep into it.
A cookie. Like
you made a cookie in it?
Dough. Yeah. It came out good.
Really?
A big one. You can make anything in that air fryer.
One giant cookie is
One big one. You can
like
make
the
anything.
cookies they be having in the mall. And cookie cake. Okay. I guess I'm tired of talking about food now. I feel full.
Yeah.
You ever got tired of eating, just like chewing? Like, bro, I'm tired.
Yeah,
I really
just annoying. And then figuring out what to eat. Like, come on. Like,
why do I gotta cook?
You gotta cook, figure it out, go shopping.
Like, does that make me a bad parent if I don't want to cook?
Nope, because I don't want to cook.
See?
It's better just to order something or just go out and get something.
Man,
I mean, at this point, ordering something is cheaper than buying all the ingredients.
That is true.
Point.
That is true. Yeah. But it's so unhealthy. Like my feet swelled up this week from eating out. And I was like, I'm not eating out no more. I went and bought some carrots and some cucumbers.
Trying to counteract the edema.
A whole bunch of water.
Oh yeah, but that's so real though. That's like a huge impact on the body.
It really is, man.
The original air fryer was the George Foreman grill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That George Foreman grill.
George Foreman. Man, listen, you couldn't tell nobody nothing when they was putting hot dogs and chicken breasts on that back in the day.
Right next to each other.
Right? Yep. And they be sitting there, watch the grease drip off.
That little collective pan.
Listen, no, you mess around and lose that pan. Now you got to form some foil to try to cup it.
Make a boat, a grease boat. Just line it up at the bottom.
Oh gosh, I feel like I'm traumatized from my childhood. DJ says I like cooking. I love finding new recipes and making them. DJ, do you use the measurements that they recommend in the recipes, or do you just go by eye? That's probably why my feet be swollen.
Oh my goodness.
I'd be like, bro, I'm gonna add some double seasoning to this because this ain't about to be bland.
That's too much sodium. You gonna mess
That's
around and
a
get
lot
the
of
gout.
salt,
You gotta chill.
Yeah. That's how I got my water. I've been drinking water. See, told you I got my carrots, my cucumbers, my tomatoes.
Good.
All right, I guess we can go ahead and get started. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get started, guys. Keep it locked. We still waiting for our guy to come up. Jack, come on up, Jack. You ain't
Where's
got to show your
Jack?
face.
You gotta show your face, man.
Yeah, we want to talk to you about what you got going on. So you guys stay tuned. Share the link with everybody else out there in this world, and keep it locked.
On the Don't Judge Me But podcast are the personal opinions of the host and do not reflect the opinions of his employers, sponsors, advertisers, endorsers, or any third party. The information provided on the podcast is for entertainment purposes only and should not be considered as professional medical or legal advice. It is advisable to consult with a qualified professional for any medical or legal concerns. In other words, have fun, people.
Let's go to a coffee shop, sip some espresso, and talk about how Tupac is still alive, aliens.
The more you tell me no, the more I want you. And it's like, why?
That is psychotic. Because it's a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me no. You know who I am. I'm gonna get you. That's how.
Travel around and seem like you're a big shot, but the amount of stress that comes with that, you might not be ready for that. Like people who make six figures for a reason.
All right, welcome back. I got a question for y'all.
Mm.
People who make six figures, do you think they're eating healthy, or are they ordering out most of the time?
Absolutely.
You think they're eating healthy?
Healthy. Yeah. I mean, health is wealth, right? So if I'm making six figures, I'm eat good so I can live to spend that money.
What do you think, James?
I think if you're making six figures, you're gonna eat what you can because you might be super busy all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to eat good. You might order a salad, from one of these restaurants, but most of the time, probably eating whatever you can, or you got to
Right.
go with snacks.
I think someone who's making six figures is really out there just exploring and lavishly. Like, I think those are the ones that's having those steaks wrapped in 24 karat gold.
Ooh.
24 karat gold steaks.
Yeah, and they come out in the briefcase with the secret agent looking people. Got a whole presentation.
Covered in hundreds.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one that's like $1,000?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can spend it though because they got it.
Man, listen, I'm not spending $1,000 on a gold steak. I'm going to Roof Chris. I'm gonna get me the tomahawk.
Ooh.
Get some
What's
sides.
the tomahawk? Is that a thick steak?
You never had the tomahawk? It's the steak, that real big steak
person.
with the bone in it. Yeah. Going to get me a tomahawk, a few sides. We can have a nice dinner for $200 and pocket that $800. I'm good on that $1,000 steak.
I don't know. Because usually people that got money have friends that got money. And if they friends are out splurging, spending money, then you kind of got to fit in.
Yeah. Well, until I get rich, I won't be splurging. I'm a little frugal over here.
Just a tad bit. Welcome back, guys. This is the Don't Judge Me But podcast. I am your girl, Simplee Bree. And of course, I am with my peoples.
Hey. Hey guys. Hey guys, it's Tierra. I'm happy to be back. And shout out to our new viewers this week and our loyal ones.
Yes. Hey.
It's your boy James. We're here for another one. Yeah, that was the perfect entrance right there. Hey.
I feel like I just threw an alley oop and she just went and watched it. Oh boy. All right. Well, before we actually get started, let's go ahead because I don't know if Jack is ever going to come in here. So, Jack, if you are watching, we're going to go ahead and address the situation anyways. So, Jack first started out saying that he has never had fun on a date. So let's actually dive into that. What does fun look like for you? Like, is it being able to have the opportunity to talk and interact with the person, or is it really just you having fun doing what you want to do and they just so happen to be there?
Yeah.
I think it's interacting with the person and having fun. Sharing good conversation, maybe having a good meal, having fun doing an activity together. Whether that's axe throwing or going to the movies, going bowling, laser tag, or just something you see on social media. And I think having fun is just you and that person getting to know each other. Maybe the fun part is actually getting to know somebody,
Right.
someone that you're interested in, someone that you like, and you want to see where it's going to go.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, snap. Jack is up here.
Yay!
All right. So Jack said, listen, I don't need y'all bringing my questions up.
Yes.
What's going on, Jack?
What's up,
Hey,
man?
Jack.
Hey, what's up? I'm sorry. I was driving, but now I'm parked.
okay.
So,
Safety first. So come on, Jack, let's talk about it. So you said,
Yeah.
first of all, you said you've never had fun on a date.
I mean, not really. I mean, I feel like they always felt like most like a job interview. Like I was just there trying to make conversation, and I don't know. It just nothing ever clicked. I've had more fun like with friends where I'm comfortable, but like there's no chemistry there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when it's like an actual date, like nah, I have never really had fun on a date.
That's, you know what? Now that he mentions it, right? Usually dates do feel like an interview because it's almost like someone has a checklist and they're like, okay, what kind of work do you do? Do you fit that? Okay. Do you have kids? Do you have a car? So I can see that definitely being an issue. When you're out on a date, it's almost like it's not genuine. It's almost like a setup in a sense. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that. So you're meeting somebody new and they got these whole list of questions. They want to know if you fit into the category of what they're looking for. And it can sidetrack the getting to know someone because it's really like an interview. Like you said, like, what do you do? Do you have kids? Do you want kids? Do you want to get married? They run down this whole list of all these expectations or things that they want. But someone else might just be trying to come in and get to know you.
Right. So Jack, you want to respond, T?
Yeah, I think also, just like in a job interview, how you talk to them over the phone first until they call you in person. Like, do that. Have open communication. You can, hopefully catch see what kind of person they are, see if you guys vibe. And conversation is important. So if me and you can't have a convo over the phone, then I'm not going to be sitting in front of you face to face and try to carry the whole conversation. I mean, I can do that, but it's like if I'm intentionally going out trying to meet somebody to potentially date, I want to know that, having that quick conversation, maybe even over the course of a week, if you get all those kind of like interview like questions off your back or off your chest and go from there. And then ask what they like. Some people are outdoorsy people. Some people hate the outdoors. So if I'm trying to go on a date with somebody who loves to hike and I literally am petrified of trees, like it's not going to work, right? We'll have nothing to talk about really. So definitely gauging who a person is before even actually going out, spending money and sitting across from them.
Yep.
So Jack, let me ask you this. How long are you typically getting to know the person before you guys go out on your first date?
I mean, if it's like a dating context, I'll just usually meet somebody on like online dating, or maybe, I mean, there's been a few times where a friend of mine has introduced me to somebody and I don't really know them. I've never gone from like having a friendship with a woman that was platonic into it developing into something romantic. I would say like those are like, I would say them probably the ideal because like I already, vibe with them very well. I can have good conversations with them. I mean, I know I'm capable of having good conversations with people. It's not like I'm not social or awkward or something. It's just that when it comes to like dating, it's like once you this is how I feel. Like once you start having those feelings, it's like then it becomes, oh well, you have to be this and you have to do that, and it becomes like you have to feel like the lull of the conversation. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like sometimes like there's a lull in the conversation and you feel like you have to say something, and I don't know, it's more nerve wracking. There's more pressure, and I don't know. I often either get bored or I feel like they get bored, and to be honest, I've even, tried to be like, okay, well, I know I'm feeling bored or whatever, but let me see where this goes. And then they're the ones that say that they're not interested anymore. So, I mean, at this point, I'm 34. I've kind of pretty much given up. Like, I don't even know what to do anymore. Like I don't know where to meet women. Like naturally, I mean, bars are not really my scene because like there's a certain type of vibe there of like drinking late at night, and that's not my kind of lifestyle, and then like if you're trying to be a good man in today's society, like typically you're not trying to approach like strange women. You know what I mean? You're trying to leave people alone. I mean, unless there's a reason for me to talk to somebody, I'm not going to talk to them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will definitely agree with you. I feel like nowadays, when it comes to even trying to approach someone, it's like there's a checklist there because am I going to seem creepy? Are they going to feel like I'm trying to do something to them, or I'm going to come and disrespect them? So I know the same thing that I usually tell women, I'll say here, smile, like pay attention to the body language. I usually tell women, if you see a guy that's making eye contact with you and you're interested in him, it doesn't hurt to smile, because a smile is more so welcoming, and it takes down that defensive wall that you may have or they may think you have, and it allows them to see the soft side of you. I feel like if I'm at a bar and I smile at a guy, I'm not going to be smiling at somebody I'm not interested in. Like that's setting myself up. But for the most part, if I see somebody that I'm interested in, I'm going to try to make eye contact with them. And I might even, get up and go over there, or I might invite them over to me. So I think sometimes just looking at the body language can be a giveaway as far as whether or not they may be interested. But even still, that can be a hit or miss because they might be just trying to be nice. So, James, with you being a guy back in your heydays, what were some things that you were able to use to determine whether or not a female was interested in you?
The conversation. Then when we would actually spend time together, we sit down and talk and laugh and have a good conversation. Their personalities.
I'm gonna chime in real quick because I don't mean to cut you off, but I know when women are into me or not. Like that's not the problem. Well, what I'm trying to say is like it doesn't happen that often. Like I would say, like majority of the time, women just want to be friends, and okay, I have no problem with that. Maybe if I had like more options to choose from, I think that could be something where it's like, okay, maybe I can meet somebody that connects with me in a better way. But like I know when somebody's interested in you or not. Like they initiate contact, they want to hang out with you all the time. They're always available. You know what I mean? They take an interest in you. They ask you like deep questions. Like that's not my problem. What I'm trying to say is like it's not happening like that, and I'm not sure how to make it happen like that. I don't think there really is anything that you could do outside of just like trying to work on yourself, and maybe like being more social to make it happen. But like sometimes it just don't happen, and I think that's just the reality of life.
Do you stay near a major city or something?
Can I life coach real quick? Thank you. First, when it comes to meeting women, right? Do you have any hobbies?
Yeah, I have some hobbies.
What are your hobbies?
I mean, my hobbies aren't like to go out and meet women. Like I play music. I play music. I have several musicians that I play music with. Sometimes I play out. Sometimes I do open mics. I like to play chess. I like to go to movies. Sometimes I'll go to like a book night. There's like a community center near my house, and they have like classes and stuff. The thing is that I live in Florida, and I would say like a lot of the events are attended by mostly old people, so that might be a thing. But the thing is like I don't know. I really don't know what to say, because even like in these events, like I am meeting women, and it just seems like everyone just wants to be friends. I'm like, okay, that's just how it is, I guess.
Okay. So you do approach women at these places that you go to, so that's good, right?
I'm not saying that I'm not saying that I necessarily approach them. I'm just saying like if it happens naturally, then like I'll talk to a woman. But like I don't really ever see a woman that I think looks good and then approaches her just based on that. It has to be something like, oh, maybe she has a shirt on with like a band on it that I know, or maybe something that can strike a conversation. But like just because somebody looks good, I don't think that gives me permission to just go up to them and say, oh, hey, what's up? Maybe I'm wrong for that, I don't know, but I try to be considerate.
Well, in order for you to go after what you want, you got to say something. So have confidence in knowing that when you walk up and you say something to them, that be confident. If you want someone who looks good and you want to potentially know them, you got to talk to them. That's first things first, right? Secondly, you play instrument. What you play?
I play everything, man. I play guitar, bass. I got banjo. I play mandolin and piano and
Pause. You play a
saxophone.
mandolin and a piano?
I play everything, man. Pretty much anything with strings I could play, except I can't play violin or anything with a bow. And I can't play drums, but pretty much anything with a string.
All right, so check it out. The next time you at one of these events, you see a lady you like, you start singing specifically to her and just play music and just look her in the eye. Right? That's gonna break the ice. She's like,
it don't work.
Nah, man. Get out of here.
Man, wait. Oh God.
I'm gonna be labeled as a creepy dude, man. Nah.
No, you won't. That's smooth.
Nah, that is smooth.
Look,
nah, it's only smooth if you look good, man. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like if you I'm trying to think of like Michael B. Jordan or something, like then yeah, maybe. But
Michael B. Jordan ain't got to sing. He just got to show up and panties being thrown at him.
What I'm gonna say to you is, it doesn't matter how you look, because there's someone out there for everybody. You never know what people are into or what they like. You're going in with this preconceived notion that just because of your looks, you're not gonna get the person that you want, and sometimes women can pick up on that.
And I mean, just from hearing you talk, Jack, like you're an interesting person, and it sounds like you're super insightful. Mm-hmm. And if you're to the point where you're like, I'm working on myself, I'm engaging, and you have a lot of hobbies. Like, I think that's more than all three of us put together. Like you're engaging in like really cool things, and you're enjoying your life. And maybe it's just not the time right now. I know you're 34, and like you might, be really wanting a relationship, but it might sound cliche, but when the time is right, really, like continue just like working on yourself, doing what you love to do, and it'll come. And I don't want that to sound like I'm just, giving you this blanket answer, but I truly, after listening to you and like I said, you kind of are, and you're in the right direction. You're doing what we would all probably tell you to do, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's just not the right time. It's hard out here. There's a lot of fish in the sea, but the sea is dirty. So
what about the location?
you just gotta be patient.
What about the location now? What if he goes outside of his standard norm?
I can't leave where I'm at. First of all, I'm an attorney here in Florida. And
hold on. You just said you an attorney.
Jack is the man.
Jack trolling.
You just said you're an attorney.
Yeah.
And you play instruments.
I know.
Yeah.
Fam, are you lying to me?
No, he's not. I can. Jack, just wait. I mean, Just be patient.
Man, just because somebody's an attorney doesn't mean like, oh, women are gonna go gaga over them. Like that's not
No,
how
it
it
doesn't.
works.
It's not
the title.
It's that you're you're an established person. You're established. You worked hard to get your career. Obviously, you have really cool hobbies. Like you're doing everything that anybody would tell you to do. And so at this point, it's just waiting. And I know that's hard to do sometimes.
I'm gonna say it to you like this. Sorry, T. Women can wait because most men approach the women, so women wait on the men to come and talk to them, right? As a man, go after what you want, right? Have the confidence in knowing that, fam, you play multiple instruments, and you're highly intelligent because you're a lawyer, right? Wait, did you win cases, or you just like fresh out?
I won cases, but like I don't know what fresh out like. It's been like 5
fresh
years.
out of law school,
like you just
graduated.
Like you just passed the bar.
It's been 5 years.
Okay, all right. So
yeah,
these when you go after women or you talk to women, is there a certain type that you naturally go for, or is it like, is there something specifically that you look for, or you just kind of think a woman's cute?
I mean, women that I can have deep conversations with that are intelligent, you know, and I mean that's what I want. Really, is just I don't know. It kind of sounds gay, but like I would like a woman that I can talk to, just like I can talk to like my guy friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they just happen to be a woman. Like I understand that women are different than men, and I'm not saying like I want like a dude. I'm just saying like I want somebody that I could talk to all the time.
Right.
You know, and share my life with and stuff.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Like I don't know. I have a lot of education, and I don't know if I could be with somebody that like just doesn't give a shit about like philosophy or something. Like not, you don't have to like love it, but like if I ask you like, hey, what do you think about like objective morality? Like I would like something more than just like a glazed look on their face. You know what I mean?
Right.
Gotcha.
I love it.
You looking for a wife? That's what he ready. He's tired of playing games.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what's the point of dating if you're not looking for a spouse?
Right. Yeah. I would say this. I would look at all of those situations that have just resulted in friendships, very platonic. Those are learning lessons. Those are to learn what you like and what you don't like, what you want and what you don't want. Count those as blessings, because those people could have come into your life and made it a living hell. Like the person for you is definitely out there. And as T says, not to sound cliche, but it is going to take time, because what is designed for you is going to be specifically for you. Like you want to have these conversations where you feel like you're on the same page as that person. Everybody is not like that. Everybody's not on your level. You're not down at the bottom just talking about, oh, today's weather. You're talking, you're looking for those in-depth conversations. So you're not going to get that with just any old random stray. So you literally are looking for a diamond in the rough, and she exists. And guess what? She's out there looking for the same type of person.
Yes, she
not
is.
someone that's surface level built.
Yeah.
So you got it. You give it some time. You definitely got it. And just take your time. And the people that come into the picture, just use them as practice. Not to sound like that, but I'm just saying.
Real quick, I gotta go because I have a phone call coming in. But it was nice talking to y'all. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jack.
One last thing for you, my boy. Look, well, you can run this back. You gonna run this back? Go to Barnes and Noble and go to the section that you were just talking about in Barnes and Noble and find some women who are interested in that. That's one thing you can do. Yeah. 2, everywhere you go, there's somebody. You go into the grocery store, you're going to get gas, you're going to Walmart. Everywhere you go, there's someone new that you can talk to. And the only way for you to find your soulmate, or at least open the door to that, is to say something to them, right? Check it out, right? Let's say you go to an airport, right? How many people you see at the airport when you go on a trip? Thousands, right? All you got to do is say hi to somebody, and then boom.
Literally. Where are you flying to?
Here. That's simple, huh?
Oh, where are you flying to? Oh, I've never been here. That's on my bucket list, even though you've been there like 50 million times. That's on my bucket list. Just to
Also,
strike up the casual conversation, but don't go into it automatically thinking that, oh, that person looks good. I don't want to come off as creepy.
nah, go after what you want,
I
right?
like that.
And also, he got a. I wanted to ask him what his approach was. Like, what's he saying when he goes and talks to them? And said, listen. I was ready. I was gonna life coach. I was gonna knock it out, boy. All right, but that was great.
I like how he just kept like peeling back the onion, and there
Mm-hmm.
was more layers, and then he gonna hit us with the Uno draw 4. Oh, I'm a lawyer.
He just wants someone who's intellectually intelligent. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Someone who he can have them deep conversations with. And it's hard when a lot of people are surface level
yeah,
and they only care about Jordans and all that.
yeah.
So maybe going to Barnes and Noble, maybe going to what's one of them things that
Dude, you better get on Facebook and join some of these meetup groups.
that's what I was saying. I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
All them support groups, all them meme groups or whatever you're into, go ahead and
Yeah.
hit that stuff up, right?
Find a group that has an interest in music or law.
Mhm.
Like,
Why don't you create a group so that way you in charge and then you can accept who you want and you only accept the women that you want and now you good.
now
That's
you
creepy.
got a sea of your own.
That's creepy.
All them fish is yours.
I'm standing on my sound advice of if you're doing everything,
Yeah,
just wait.
that's
Like
it.
there's somebody, if you have that belief that there's somebody out there for you and that's something you desire, that person might not be ready. That person might still be in law school or at school in general. Like you don't know, that person might still be in a relationship and having to go through their lessons to be ready for you. Especially as we get older, there's going to be people who have already been married, who already have kids, who maybe are in their career, maybe want to start over. So if you're doing everything in your power and putting yourself out there and working on yourself, you're engaging in healthy activities and hobbies, you have your career, it's going to come. It is. Period.
I like how he said he's not going to the bars looking for a female because that's not really the type of chick that he wants. Yeah. Because when you think of lawyers, you think of the stressful days that they have, and they typically go to bars and stuff to unwind. So to see that that's not his mindset, he's definitely, his lady is closing her on the sale of her house in another state, and she relocating. She'll be there shortly, sir. Make sure you let us know when she gets there.
Yeah, please.
Amen.
That was awesome.
He could also hit a poetry lounge if he like deep women.
Right,
Like a poetry lounge, they're gonna have them deep thoughts and those words. They're gonna put the words together. They're gonna connect. You know what I'm saying? You got to
you can help them build with the instrumental,
with the intro.
Yeah. Do that disclosure.
I wonder if he's ever done like a speed dating thing.
Well, I mean, he's done online dating, so he probably hasn't done speed dating. I don't know. Maybe he has.
Maybe I was wondering if maybe he feels more comfortable online dating because he doesn't have to have the face-to-face interaction.
Yeah,
he seemed okay with that. That's what I'm saying. I think everything that we.
He was saying he didn't want to seem weird about walking up to a woman that he finds attractive.
I mean, is it hard to get rejected by women?
Not really. Once you get used to it.
That's sad.
So
think about how many men you've turned down in your life. Don't even say life. Let's just say the last 2 years. From sliding in DMs. I'm talking to you, Bree. Sliding in DMs. Random conversations on the street, everywhere you go, about how many men have you turned down? Just not because they weren't attractive, but maybe just that wasn't the day.
That wasn't the day.
Yeah.
And when you do it, right, do they get mad or they kind of like, okay, have a good day?
No, they're kind of okay with it. They're
Right?
okay with it. I think a lot of them already understand.
Because a lot of what I'm getting to is that men get rejected all the time, right? And then once you get used to hearing no, or you're comfortable with hearing no, fam, you just keep trying. You know, sometimes a person saying no to you can save you a lot of stress and aggravation. Wait, you look like you had to say something.
Yeah, because I literally today just recorded an episode talking just about that. Like, she's not the one, but he's too afraid to tell you simply because men don't reject women as much as women reject men. So it's hard for a man to reject a woman because they don't want to be the bad guy. They don't want to come off as the bad guy. And so what they do is they actually just lead you on in hopes that their inconsistency will cause you to just cut them off. So then they're not having they don't have to worry about having the blood on their hands. The woman has made the decision to leave. So why are you looking like that, James?
No reason at all.
He's probably done it.
No reason at all.
Yeah. So it is easy for a man to get rejected because women, we get approached so much more than guys. So we're used to it. But men are not. They're not used to having a whole bunch of options and being like, well, okay, I'm gonna dump this one. Because then their thing is, when am I going to have another one after this one? I might have to hold on to this one until I get another one and then slowly let this one fall off.
So having backup.
Yes. Because that's how you usually see it when a guy gets out of one relationship or they stop talking to one person, they magically have this other person to just appear. No, that person has been brewing. That person has been here for some time now. He's just been waiting for this to die down.
Not all men. Some men do that. Just for clarification.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Some women do that as well.
Yeah. Not as much as men, I don't think.
Oh my goodness. Women.
What do you think, T?
I know plenty of men who have gotten out of something, but as they were waiting for that to fizzle out, have been working in the background to kind of trade out in that seamless transition. Yeah. So, I mean, women probably do it too. But there's so much under that.
Yeah.
It happens often.
Yeah. And I feel like both parties just don't know how to, they don't want to be the one to let the person go first.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they want to spin the block later. Who knows? Trying to save face. I can't mess it up just in case, it don't work out. So, but that was really good. Listen, guys, if you have questions that you just need a second opinion or just someone to listen to, you can come right on up. Give us your situation. You don't even have to turn your camera on.
There we go.
And we will try to assist you as best as possible. Okay? You got 2 life coaches up here, and then you got an opinionated content creator with a lot of experience. So
bring your questions up every single time we go live.
Yeah.
And you don't even got to show your face. You just turn it. You ain't got to turn the camera on. Just put
we're not going to even judge you.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. Okay, let's go ahead and actually do our commercial break. We're a little bit over.
Show almost over. Go ahead and run it. Go on and run it.
We still got to put these out here. So
we'll be back after these quick messages.
Yeah. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's your girl, Simplee Bree, and yes, I am a content creator. I create materials in order to start healthy conversations in the community because if we want to start seeing better, then we must start doing better. I also assist with podcast consultations, so reach out to me if you are interested in getting yours started. www.IamSimpleeBree.com. That's SIMPLEEBREE. I look forward to helping you get your podcast off the ground and out into the forefront.
Have you lost your job? Been incarcerated? Sustained a life-changing injury? Or just needed help getting your life on track? Hi, I'm James Sweat, life coach, author, motivational speaker. I've overcome all these things, and guess what? So can you. I'm committed to helping you prepare your mind for any challenge and believe you can accomplish anything. God bless. Keep going.
All right, and we are back. That was such a quick commercial break. Um, so today we've done so much. We've talked about a lot of stuff. We helped our good guy Jack out, hopefully, with his situation. And today's topic: grown body, childhood wounds, how your past is still dating for you. I would say, um, I feel like a lot of trauma and neglect, abandonment that may have taken place in the childhood times definitely pours over into relationships. Like we were just talking about this last week with the attachment styles, right? And how the hyper independence can be a result of dependent on people and being disappointed. So how do you guys feel someone's past? Even it doesn't have to be childhood, it can be just past relationships. How do you feel them holding on to that prevents them from moving forward?
Well, I think that if someone had a relationship in the past and they got cheated on, it could affect them seriously because they could think that their next partner is going to cheat on them. And because of that, it could cause them to not want to give somebody else a chance or open up, in fear of other people continuing to cheat on them.
Yeah.
Because of that, that can stop someone from finding someone new or finding the love of their life. Um, what else? Also, choosing the same type of person. If you're in your younger years, you might have had a specific type. You might have liked someone with certain features, and then as you grew up, you just continued to only pick those same types of people, which is why you probably kept running into the same problems. But sometimes you got to break out of what you like and give something else a chance. If you like light skin, try dark skin. You like dark skin, try light skin. If you want someone who's not American, try someone with a different ethnicity. If you want someone who is into different hobbies, you got to go somewhere and try out these new hobbies so that way someone can maybe open you up to some new experiences in life. You got to try something new if you want different results. If you keep trying the same thing, nothing's going to change.
Right.
What you got, T? I see you over there baking.
I mean, like touching on what you said about choosing the same people over and over again, right? That's childhood wounds. That's like a damaged, unhealed inner child. And what we do when our inner child is, not healed is go after something that feels familiar. And that might be chaos or, something risky or unsafe because we're used to that from what we grew up in. No boundaries, something that like is familiar and would make us feel safe, even if it's not healthy. So somebody who is unpredictable would make somebody with an unhealed trauma wound from childhood feel safe versus somebody who is predictable. They wouldn't know how to work with that. And it might seem boring. And then they might continue going after somebody who is risky or damaging in a way, right? Toxic. They might be like addicted to that and continuing to choose those people over and over again and blame it on that other person. But really, it's you choosing them. You're seeking them out and trying to find love. But your definition of it is not okay. To like right. To you, an unhealed child wound is okay. Love is, something that is damaging versus a healed is love is something that's safe. Sometimes, a lot of times we put a lot of the blame on the other toxic person, but in reality, it's us just walking around as an unhealed 6-year-old kid.
Yeah. And it's easy to blame others from our past. It's easy to point the finger and say, oh, well, my mom did this or my dad did this or they didn't do this and that's why I am the way that I am. But at what point do we take accountability for who we are? Oh, Jack back.
Okay.
Who we are. at what point do we take accountability for who we are today as adults, and how we have contributed towards said hurt, said trauma, right? Are we trying to put in the work to do the healing? Oh, you're fine, Jack. Thanks for coming up. We appreciate
Yeah, we loved it.
And wait,
you're always
real
welcome
quick,
to come back.
real quick. And while you back, Jack, go get the Mental Ambition, A Guide to a Better Relationship. Trust me, a lot of questions, a lot of things you're concerned about are in the book. Trust me.
There we go.
They should be able to help you.
DJ had put it in earlier.
Oh, DJ plugging it
I'm
in.
Look, that's the
Thank you,
stamp. I'm telling
DJ.
you. Whatever you need, whatever things you want to work on, if it's your approach or you want to be interesting or you don't even know what to look for, I'm telling you, the book will cover the majority of the questions that you have.
Make sure you watch this episode back too, because he had gave some good advice. Well, we all gave some good advice once you had left, because we figured you'll see it when we return. But and what I was saying, if you're not putting in the work, regardless of what you've gone through, you're going to always carry that load or that burden around with you into each and every relationship. And there's only but so many times someone is going to allow you to blame it on your childhood. You are now 45. Come on now. You have how many years in order for you to go in and get some help and do that shadow work? So don't be afraid to acknowledge what it is that you are afraid of, and then seek help in the best way to resolve that, whether it's life coaches, whether it's therapy and counseling, group counseling, whatever it is. Don't be afraid to approach it head on. That's the only way that you're going to get through whatever it is that you're going through.
There you go.
Jack says, I've read Attached so far about my attachment styles and the importance of vulnerability. Attached is a pretty good book. What's the book you're recommending me? Can you put that in the chat?
Put it up there, DJ.
Look at DJ.
Come on now.
Thank you, DJ.
Come on, DJ. That's what I'm talking about.
DJ. And then he says, also, The Body Keeps the Score is another book about healing from trauma.
That sounds like a good one.
My book doesn't just cover trauma. It covers everything from the beginning to the end, from understanding who you are, to understanding men and women, to picking the perfect partner, to how to keep the relationship together, to knowing when to end it or to continue on the relationship, fam. 55 topics when it comes to dealing with people in a relationship. Trust me, a lot of the questions you have will be answered in there. And it's interactive.
Yes. And let's not forget, it's not just that book. It's also your first book, Mental Ambition, A Guide to Upgrading Your Life. Because like I said, we have to also do that shadow work. So I put that inside the chat as well. Okay, so DJ says, even keeping up with your marriage. Yeah.
Wow.
So whether it's relationships, whether it's you as an individual, there's something out there for everybody. You just gotta have these conversations so that you can find out about them. All right. Oof. I'm still mad at y'all. Y'all did not send in any songs. I feel like we should still do karaoke. And we at least need to do one song.
Well, go on and kick it off. What you got?
I'm about to give me a song. What song do y'all want to do? That's with 3 people at least, because we got to take turns.
We might as well do Contagious.
Oh yeah.
Now we'll save that for the intro for next week. Save that for the intro.
Yeah.
We'll just come straight into it.
But this is what we can. Okay.
All right, because we got like 5 minutes, 7 minutes.
That went by too fast today.
Oh man, we're gonna practice Contagious for y'all.
We're gonna get the lyrics and everything.
We're gonna perform it. And then that's gonna be the intro, like I said. So make sure you tune in next week. You want to be here bright and early, 5 o'clock, because we going live 5.
5
on
the dot. Yeah.
All right. So now let's go ahead and unwind. James, sir, Go ahead, let the people know how can they get in touch with you. What do you have going on, and how can they support you? Take it away.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy James, author of Mental Ambition: A Guide to Upgrading Your Life and Mental Ambition: A Guide to a Better Relationship. Available at Amazon, Walmart, BarnesandNoble.com. If you want to get in touch with me with social media, you can hit my TikTok right there at mental_ambition 2.0. 75,000 followers, 2.3 million likes, 80 million views. Instagram at mental_ambition 3.0. Facebook, just Google mental ambition. You'll see the MA crown. That's me right there. I'm a life coach, recovery coach professional, author, podcaster, and motivational speaker. If you want to get in touch with me for any of the services that I offer, hit the website, 3ws.mental-ambition.com. Prepare your mind for any challenge. Believe you can accomplish anything and keep going. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Thank you to everyone who liked, shared, subscribed. Thank you to Jack. Thank you, DJ, Special, Catherine, everybody who continues to watch us every single week. Special 77. We appreciate you.
Yes. All right. And T, it's your turn. Go ahead. Same thing. Let them know who you are.
Wait, and Nanette, too. Sorry, Nanette.
Oh, Nanette.
Who you are. How can they reach out to you, and what do you got going on?
Hey, friends. Thanks for coming back for another week. Again, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you to all our loyal viewers. We love you guys so much. And all the new people that came today. I love seeing new names pop up. So thanks for coming. I am a life and healing coach. These conversations are my passion. I love to talk about healing and empowerment and help you and do life with you on your journey. You can hit me up on Instagram at therealt.ierra or shoot me an email at healempowerrepeatllc@gmail.com. If you're walking around here as an adult and you can pick up on some, not so good things that are working out for you, check in with that inner child. Go to therapy. Reach out to us. Like we said, come on the show. You don't have to show face. Come and work that out with us. We got you. Bye.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much, T. And I guess I'll go next. Hey, y'all. It's me, Simplee Bree. And I want to thank you all for joining us, interacting with us, trusting your vulnerability with us, and just being full 100% transparent with your life and your situation. Shout outs again to Jack for coming up and just talking with us and giving us, some insight on what you got going on in order for us to try to give you some insight from our perspectives. We always appreciate our audience, our fam, those who have been supporting us since day one, and those who are just now joining us for the first time. You can find me on social media. Just Google Simplee Bree. That's SIMPLEEBREE, and you'll find all of my social platforms. Also, I am on Substack as Simplee Bree. You can also check out my website. I am simplybree.com. I do have a podcast called She Said What with Simplee Bree, where Monday and Wednesday, I drop you little bonuses for Messy Mondays and He Said What Wednesdays. And then on Fridays is Unfiltered Fridays, where I have a little bit more time to talk with you about said topic. I'm talking about healing. I'm talking about doing the work, working on you, making sure that you are whole before you try to get into a relationship and present yourself to someone else. All right. So I do appreciate you guys rocking with us. Make sure that you like, comment, and share this episode. Don't judge me, because we're not judging you. Even though we didn't have a Don't Judge Me today.
I got one.
Oh, don't judge me, but come on with it, sir.
Don't judge me, but I will put nuggets and wings in the air fryer and eat that as a meal as opposed to cooking a whole meal in the oven. Don't judge me.
Double chicken. You got the mama and the babies in there.
It's a family affair. Literally keep it in the family. Wow. All right. With that being said, we appreciate you guys once again. Nanette, thank you so much for checking in. We love you guys. And until next time, have a good evening. Bye.
Travel around and seem like you're a big shot, but the amount of stress that comes with that, you might not be ready for that. Like people who make six figures for a reason.
The more you tell me no, the more I want you. And it's like, why?
That is psychotic. Because it's a challenge. Don't tell me no. You know who I am? I'm gonna get you. That's how.
Let's go to a coffee shop, sip some espresso, and talk about how Tupac is still alive, aliens,